Okay, last semester I worked on adding titles to the catalog, and today we're going to look at weeding and deleting titles from the catalog. So, my mentor, Miss Carol, and I have been working on weeding this week, and we've been really talking about what are some of the reasons that you would remove books from the shelf to be deleted. And I've got some examples here, and I'm going to talk about some of those reasons and then actually go through the process of deleting those titles. This book, Unnatural, had dog bite damage. So a student brought this back in and it was not able to be put back on the shelf. So it has to be deleted from the system. Books also that have water damage, when it's significant like this, may not be put back on the shelf either. Also, when there are two copies of a title that is no longer as popular or a series that's not as popular anymore, and there are multiple copies, then those can be deleted or weeded and then deleted. Some of the other books that were chosen for or during the weeding process were these dragon books. Miss Arnett's ordered a lot of new books, and she really needed to make room on the shelf, and these were some of the more unpopular and dated books. They'd only been checked out a couple times, some of them not in years, like 6, 7, 8 years or so. So the decision was made to take those off of the shelf. This book, Rats, was also dated and not checked out very often, so it was decided to take it off of the shelf also. Another reason books might be weeded or that they're not really age appropriate, and this Revolutionary Road by Richard Yates was determined to be one that was not age appropriate, so it was removed from the shelf. So now that we have gone through the process of weeding and actually taken the books off the shelf, we are now going to delete them from the catalog system. So the first thing is to go to catalog and then update copies and then scan the barcode for each of the books. Once all of the books have been deleted from the catalog, all of the information that identifies them as property of the Hopkins County Central High School Library has to be removed. So the first thing is to stamp them with a delete stamp, and it can just go anywhere on the book a couple times. Then the next thing will be that the due date sticker will be ripped off of the books. And then we take a marker and mark out the my mind just went blank. The call number. The call number, and then we also mark out the barcode, so that it is no longer identified as property of Central's library. After this has been done, these can sometimes go on a shelf for freebies for students to take who might, be interested in them or something. Teachers can also go through them and take them. They may also be put on a shelf in the library for students to use if they do happen to be interested. Others may just eventually be discarded. So each of the books will go through this process. It's a very difficult process sometimes. and it's probably the thing that will scare me the most when I do begin working in the library. So that is how a book goes from the shelf to be weeded and then deleted from the system.